You heard about the guy who turned $8,000 into millions of dollars investing into Dogecoin? And did you know that there are 15 meme coin projects with a valuation over $500 million? And most recently, we're seeing new millionaires minted from Pepe, Brett, Dog with Hat, and now you're thinking, how did I not get in on this generational wealth money in meme coin season? I see you. That's why I'm here and why I decided to start this channel, to share everything that I know and everything that I learned from my journey in crypto and eventually help you make better decisions with your investments. And in today's episode, I wanted to share with you the research I did on the lowest cap meme coins that are currently at a market cap of $20 million or under and trying to find the ones that are potentially going to explode very soon. And I'll show you the why. Stay with me. My name is Karim, and this is my third crypto cycle. Over the past 2 years, I've been overseeing accelerator programs that have invested in over 55 crypto companies. I've been lucky because I get to see where all the smart money goes. When I was preparing for this video, I thought it'd be very difficult to find a gem out of the lowest cap meme coins. And in fact, over the first few hours of my research, I was about to quit because it felt like it was impossible. But somehow I knew that it was just a matter of looking at the right place, searching for the right keywords, and I'm not gonna hide that I wasn't using some paid tools. Let me know in the comments below if there are any specific tools you want me to talk about that big investors are using to manage and grow their multi-million-dollar portfolio. All right, so I started this research with the motivation to find a gem out of the lowest cap meme coins today. Because guys, that's all we need, one big shot. And if I let you in on a secret in the VC world, they have a fantastic research team. They get great deal flow. They also have amazing founders coming and reaching out directly to them to invest. And they're taking the risk. They're coming in at a very early stage, but they're rewarded with a very low price point. But obviously not all their investments are winners. They'll definitely lose on many along the way. But the point here is that it takes just one winner. And obviously these guys, when they're investing $1 million or even $10 million, they're not experiencing 100x, right? If you look at their total fund and the portfolio that they do invest in, all they need is that one. And if they're lucky, they get 2 or 3 of these projects that do an amazing return of 20x, 30x, occasionally that 50x. But when that 50x does happen, it generates a huge profit for the fund. It returns back a lot of the money that they first put in and becomes a huge success. So coming back to my research, I was originally going to just talk about the top 3 that I found, but today I want to share more with you and we're going to talk about the 13 that I found. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button and show me some love. I really appreciate it because it will help with the YouTube algorithm. So here we go. In today's video, I want to show you the results of my research when I scored these projects based on 7 key categories. I looked at number 1, the chain. Number 2, volume, liquidity, and supply. Number 3, followers on social media, although unfortunately those can be fake sometimes. Number 4, we looked at funding. Number 5, team. I was actually surprised by the lack of information on both of these, by the way. And then number 6, we look at project purpose and plans. And then finally, I wanted to look at the website, just the general UI. These are the riskiest plays you can make. But if one of them hits $1 billion market cap, that, my friend, is a Lambo X. Welcome back to Crypto Code and ICN Talks, where we drop weekly videos about the hottest topics and coins in the crypto industry. To stay up to date and be the first to know, make sure you follow ICN Web3 Media across all our socials. So let's get started. Here's how I found the lowest cap meme coins. All right, guys, let's dive right in. So this is coinmarketcap.com. I like to use it just to kind of see what's happening and look at some of the big plays and some of the biggest movers and find the lowest market caps as well. So what I do is I'll customize my view for this specific research. And what I'll do is I don't really need to look at the all-time high anymore. If you looked at my previous videos, you would see that I do look at that. And that's just if I'm looking for new projects. But in this case, I'm just going to show you what I did do. So we look at 30-day percentage. We look at year-to-date percentage. I put in market cap, very important. Volume, 24-hour volume is very, very important for me, especially when I'm looking at low-cap meme coins because I want to see the liquidity. We'll look at circulating supply because in meme coin world, there's a couple of things. One is how much of the supply is out in the public and how much is the team retaining. So you just want to be mindful of that. But also with meme coins, you tend to see projects with like trillions or quadrillions in circulating supply. And I think the reason behind that is to make you feel like when you buy some, even if you buy $100 worth, you get like 1 million of these tokens and you believe that it'll hit $1 one day, making you a millionaire, but that's not the case. And I think most of you know that already. So this is the type I like to look at. And then for my view, I'll put market cap here, volume, year to date, 30 days, and circulating supply, apply changes. And then with CoinMarketCap, what's cool is you just go to memes and you are taken to the world of memes. So if we look at by market cap, the biggest ones, and what's interesting here is like, a lot of these projects, no one knew that they would become billion-dollar projects, right? I mean, we didn't know Dogecoin and Shiba would ever get to these highs, right? So the point here is that the opportunity is massive And I think there are over 20 projects over $500 million. I think 10 of them, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are unicorn status with a valuation over $1 billion, which is just insane. And then if you look at the year to date, actually, that's crazy. I mean, this seems to be meme coin season. Like, they're all in the green. That's crazy. Dog with Hat is up 1,600%. That's crazy. Popcat all over Twitter, all over social media, up 16,000%. I think we did a video about this recently as well. That's just insane. They're all in the green, and these are all meme coins. So how do we find the next big one? And how do we find, look by looking at the ones that are under $20 million? So next step, what I'd like to do is just hit on market cap again. And now you're introduced to the lowest cap meme coin projects. For this specific video, I wanted to look at the ones that are under $20 million. And I can see already some new projects in here from the time that I did the research till today. So we're looking at from Mr. Wiggles, I would say, or even Landwolf, I believe we put into the project, into the research, from here all the way to the top. And you can see, or all the way to the bottom, let's say, these are the lowest cap meme coins. And what's crazy for me, as being in the accelerator space and investor space, a $17 million market cap is pretty high. I mean, it's crazy that an unknown meme coin called Hee can have that kind of valuation. I guess obviously it depends on the liquidity. If you look at the trading volume, that's not bad. $1.7 million trading volume over the past 24 hours. This one specifically is up 148% in the past 30 days. But we need to be careful, right? We need to be cautious and kind of figure out what's good, what's not, and then how do we kind of assess what's going on, especially when you're down here in the lowest of the low caps. As I mentioned earlier in the video, there are 7 categories that we looked at. So we'll go through those again one by one, and then from here, once I mapped out the top, the lowest cap coins, I put them into my sheet over here. So we go from Smog, Mona Coin, Puffy, Mr. Miggles, Pong, Hee, 8-bit coin, Doge Eat Doge, Troll, Kate Coin, Landwolf, Lobo the Wolf Pub, and Sad Hamster. So we'll be looking at these 13 projects today. So what I did was I put the chains first, because we know there are chains that are, there's a lot of hype in chains. So I wanted to look at that as well. I thought we'd see more in the Sui and Ton, but none of them are in there. So I see a lot of Solana, basically. So Smog is in Solana, Puffy's in Solana, Pong, Hee, 8-bit coin in Solana, Troll, a lot of Solana. One interesting thing I saw was Lobo the Wolf is on Bitcoin. So I guess it's one of the runes. And then one of them is just on Base. But one that I saw is on Ethereum, Base, and Binance. Okay, fine. Let's move on. 24-hour trading volume as well. There's, it goes from, I think the lowest is $52,000 all the way up to $2 million, 1.69, $2.68 million, which is really high for a low cap project. And then from there, I wanted to look at the exchanges. I think Radium, I see that quite often, but it is a decentralized exchange, if I'm not mistaken. Uniswap is as well. And then there are some centralized exchanges, which, is definitely bullish because there's there are more users on those chains, more liquidity as well. And I feel like those projects are basically at the next stage than just being on decentralized exchanges. So also looked at that. Percentage of supply. Some of them had only 55% of their supply out, which is a red flag, or 30 and 31% as well, which, is definitely a red flag in my personal opinion. Social media followers, again, they could be fake, but I'm just assuming that hopefully they're not. So we see Mona Coin didn't even have a Twitter following, to be honest. And what I understood from Mona Coin is they're building their own chain. It's a Japanese chain. So not great, but all the way to 130,500 with Kate Coin. So that's something to look at. And then there's nothing on funding or team in any of these projects except one. Lobo the Wolf Pup raised 1.5 BTC from what I understood, and the team is doxed as per what they said on the website by Buoyant Capital Partners. Cool. Project purpose and plans. I'm not going to read these all. You can, pause the screen and you can have a look, but it goes from airdrop to the first Japanese cryptocurrency, which, yeah, I'll leave it there. all the way to like viral sad hamster from TikTok, which is a trend that we usually see on these meme coins. And then finally, I kind of rated the website and UI out of 10. Monacoin is ridiculous. It's like a 0 out of 10. I think I actually have the website here. Yeah. I'm not going to do it any more justice. And then you have, I just rated them based, on what I felt and what I saw in terms of the roadmap, in terms of just the UI, the colors, the feel, is it modern? Is it old? Is it just, throwing up a website for the sake of it? Okay, so that's everything that we have here. And from here, I want to now move on to my categorizer or my ratings. All right, so what I did was create this. It's my ranker. I'm going to call it that, my tier ranker, where I took all those projects that we just discussed, and I'm now going to put them in the place that I feel like they belong. So we'll start from the bottom, the roller coaster, which is your own risk. You're going to be in an emotional wreck watching the coin price go up and down and doing what it does. So we'll start with that. Moving on, we'll go to helicopter, which means it's flying. It's all right. It's doing it's doing its thing, but not at supersonic speeds. Let's just put it like that. And then one level up is the private jets. That has potential. I'm going to keep an eye out actually on them and see how they progress throughout the year and during the next bull cycle. And then finally, the one that you've been waiting for, the one gem, the rocket, one of them is going to go in there. Okay, so let's get started. So starting with the roller coaster, I'm sorry, but Mona coin, that's where you go. Next up is Doge Eat Doge. I think I'm going to get a lot of probably pushback on that, because if you look at performance, Doge Eat Doge actually is doing quite well, but I'm not taking that risk. I think if you go in now, you might be the exit liquidity. So enjoy that ride. But for me, it's going to be a roller coaster. So that's where that goes. Moving on. So only 2 in the roller coasters, which is not bad. I wanted to put another emoji, but the team did not like it. Moving on to helicopter, I'm going to go with 8 Bitcoin. I'm going to go with Hee. What a great name. Hee also goes in here. Troll, because I want to troll the troll. Again, there's nothing really wrong with these projects. I didn't have conviction when I looked at all the 7 categories that when I did my research and trying to figure out what's the one gem that we had to find. These ones did not make the cut, unfortunately. Next up, I'm going to put Land Wolf in here. Sorry, Land Wolf. And then I'm going to put Smog. Where you at, Smog? There you at. Okay, Smog, you go in helicopter. And then Sad Hamster or Hammy. You know why, it's Hammy. Awesome. Let's move on to the next one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the rest in the private jet area. And then we're going to try to figure out which one is my rocket ship. So Lobo the Wolf Pup, Kate Coin, Pong, Mr. Miggles, the Miggles, which is based on a cat. If you look at the website. Okay, I'm going to stop. And then Puffy. Hopefully it's not Puff Daddy. It's actually a penguin. All right. Okay, great. So these are all the projects. And there's one that I feel is a gem, could be a potential big winner with a low cap of $20 million and below, maybe $21 or $22 million. And drum roll, please. It is Kate Coin. Yes, I'm going with Kate Coin. I've decided this is the one I want to do, and for a couple of reasons. So number one, it's on 3 chains. I think that's really good. 90% of its supply has been released. They have the most followers, 135,000 if I'm not mistaken. But I know obviously a lot of those could be bots, not real. You can buy those, but I'm just going through their Twitter. I feel like they have a community. Out of all of these projects, they do have a community. Their website is interesting. So I went through their website. They have a lot of plans. It feels like sometimes it's too many plans, but they're looking at NFTs, staking. Staking obviously gets you 15% APY. They're doing, gaming as well. And then, the name CATE, I feel like they're doing something like the cat version of Doge. So I guess it's Kate. So with all that, I feel like this could be a potential gem. Okay, so quickly going back to CoinMarketCap and looking at the list of the low caps. Kate Coin is right here. It's at a $20 million market cap. its 24-hour volume is $416,000, which is not bad. But I wanted to look at the year to date, which is down 12%, which means there's potential upside. And then the 30-day is up 87%. So I feel like it is just starting to come back and climb. And so that's another reason that I looked at this. But overall, this is like, just throwing a dart in the dark. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. But if I had to take a guess out of the 20, out of just the research that we did, I'd look at Katecoin. And I have one more exciting news for you guys. We launched our flagship ecosystem product, ICN.live, a brand new and fresh Web3 news platform where you'll find articles in gaming, AI, blockchain, and of course, Bitcoin. If you're interested in receiving great insights and market updates straight away in your email, don't forget to subscribe to ICN.letter, a Web3 newsletter that keeps you informed. You can find all the links in the description below. None of this is financial advice. Please always do your own research. And if you made it this far, thank you so much. See you again next Monday together with a new Crypto Code episode. See you next week.